Well, we're seeing Into the Woods tonight at Berkeley Playhouse, and just found out that
Stephen Sondheim had
passed away today. So no better way than to celebrate his life by seeing a show that he wrote. So let's go.
Hey, hey, it's your broads. We're calling our squad who loves Broadway, the Broadway Broad Squad. We hella love musicals and we review them all day. It's Jen and Sarah, your fairy god broads. Hey.
Places! Hi, I'm Jen.
And I'm Sarah, and
we're the Broadway Broads. If you're new here, welcome to the Broadway Broad Squad!
Welcome back, squad, and a very, very special welcome to our new squad members.
Yay, welcome. Okay, so we have another review for you. This one is Into the Woods, and this is playing at Berkeley Playhouse.
So, as most of you must already know, Stephen Sondheim passed away on Friday, November 26th. And that is the day that your broads went to see Into the Woods. You scored these tickets in advance.
Had no idea.
Obviously, we were just speechless to get to sort of celebrate his legacy by going to see one of his shows on the night that he passed away. It felt very serendipitous.
Absolutely.
As such, to get to do that. And so that was just very, very special.
Yeah.
So
I do want to give some credit here because the photos that you will see throughout this video are photos from Ben Krantz studio here in the Bay Area. So I do want to give credit for those photos. This is not our first time seeing a show or reviewing a show here at Berkeley Playhouse. We've actually seen Memphis, which was ironically the last show we saw before the pandemic. So it was nice to be back at this back at this theater. We saw on a Friday night, and I'm going to give you our seat numbers just in case you want them. We sat center orchestra, row B, seats 2 and 4.
We also had the treat of seeing a couple friends in the show. Alexis Lazier, she played the witch, and Reggie White played the baker.
Love Reggie. Yay, so cool.
So quick synopsis if you don't know Into the Woods. The musical intertwines the plot of several Brothers Grimm's fairy tales, exploring the consequences of the characters' wishes and quests. The main characters are taken from Little Red Riding Hood, Jack and the Beanstalk, Rapunzel, and Cinderella, as well as several others. And the musical is tied together by a story involving a childless baker, played by Reggie White, and his wife, and their quest to begin a family. Their interactions with the witch who has placed a curse on them, and their interaction with the other storybook characters during their journey. Have to say that Berkeley Playhouse did a fantastic job checking vaccinations. So you showed your card and your ID in exchange for a bracelet well before the house opened. And once it opened, we headed into our seats.
Yep.
And the theater is actually a converted or repurposed church. And I absolutely love that. And you can tell because they sort of keep some of the small touches of the church within the theater.
Yeah. It's really quaint. The seats are comfortable. We had plenty of leg room. Didn't feel cramped in our seats. We were in the second row. I was bummed when I went to go get our tickets that the front row was already sold out, but it come to be that they actually reserved the front row, so we didn't have anybody in front of us.
Bonus.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So this is also not the first time that we've seen Into the Woods, even together. We've actually seen the show together a couple of times.
Yeah.
All right, let's dive into the show. Talk a little bit of the technical stuff. So when you walk in, the set is exposed, and it's gorgeous. I mean, the lighting was exquisite at the pre-show, and it sort of remained that way for the remainder of the show. So, like, hats off to the lighting designer because it was gorgeous.
Yeah, and even the sound, I mean, the second you walk into the theater, it sounds like you're in the woods, so loved that too. Was beautiful.
You mentioned how the set sort of came into the house too.
On all of the different posts throughout the back, they had branches with the same leaves that were up on the stage. They were in the back. So I loved how they did that. I loved the little bridge that went at the very center. It was just so aesthetically pleasing to see that bridge.
So. Yeah.
But I will say, and I know you and I, maybe the safety part of it just gets to both of us, but the bridge did not have a full rail over the top on the front side of it.
On the bridge itself, it did. But then,
and you knew the actors were trained to go towards the back, but it just, for me, I was worried.
They could have just hung a rope up there, and that would have made my brain okay with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone was safe. Everyone did it correctly and was walking toward the back of it. But that was just one little. We love the bridge, but if they just put a little
something there,
little something on the that would have made my heart not skip a beat.
Every time somebody came over that bridge, I was so nervous. I was very nervous.
Yes.
I loved the lighting sequence that they chose for Little Red's Excited and Scared. I love that lighting. It made me again have that feeling of, oh, I'm being scared, and just seeing big arms come out, even though there wasn't. It gave that feel for it. So I loved how they did all of that. I thought that was beautiful.
I thought the makeups and wigs were lovely. There were tons of wigs.
Yes.
And it's very clear that there is a master at the helm. Miss Alexis Lazier was managing that for the Playhouse, and it looked fabulous. Everyone looked beautiful. Her wig, my God,
I
gorgeous.
wanted that red hair. I wanted that wig. Loved it.
Stunning.
Loved it. Yes.
Also, really liked the wolf puppet. That's the first time I've ever seen the wolf done like that. And I really liked it.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
And then costume-wise, there were some modern twists. The stepsisters, and then also the stepmother.
And then the granny was not standard. The granny,
pretty much out.
Was almost like if you pictured a granny from like the Jersey Shore, that would be the granny. And I was here for it. I loved it. I thought that was adorable the way they did that.
Little Red's ensembles. I like what they did with the cape and also the fur. I really like that
buffalo plaid twist. I thought that was really, really cute.
Really liked it.
Yeah.
There was that moment between Little Red and Jack.
She accidentally hit him with the knife, and they both broke character, and they broke character a few times, but they
recovered.
They recovered. They did, but we had to laugh with them because she literally turned and went and like didn't cut him, but it was hilarious how they did that, and they fixed it.
They recovered.
They did.
All right, let's chat about some standout performances.
Well, my first one, she's right there on the cover.
Right
on the cover, there she is. So that's Erica Cospin as Little Red. Just super spunky, just like you want your Little Red to be. Adorable. She had some killer wigs, and she was giving me those Hunger Game braid vibes. Loved that too. I was feeling it.
I enjoyed her as well.
Yeah.
And then also Rebecca Pingree as the baker's wife. So she played opposite Reggie, and she held her own. I thought their chemistry was great. And then we come to find out after the show, Reggie let us know that they actually played Cinderella and Cinderella's Prince many, many moons ago.
In Cinderella, yeah. I mean, and that was just cool. And I mean, I've said this before. That is like my dream role, the baker's wife, and she killed it. Like she went, loved.
I really, really enjoyed her performance.
I did too.
Yep.
Another one is David Tuttle. He played the Prince, but he was also Milky White, he was again really, really good.
Yeah.
Like when he played Milky White, his face even drew the facial expressions too. And when he played the Prince, he was committed.
Oh yeah,
committed
all the way. He rode that.
There was no wings on the set, so you couldn't, like, as soon as you get to the wing, you're done with character. He rode that fake horse all the way off.
I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, he was fantastic.
And as Milky White, I mean, puppeteering too. I've never seen that before. Usually, Milky White's handled by a different actor. And
right.
I enjoyed
by
it.
An actor. Yeah, and he was great.
Absolutely, and of course, Reggie White as the baker. Our baby. We loved him. He was amazing.
So good.
And then, to hear some insight from him, I mean, we won't get into too many details, but just to know sort of how he came to do the show and with minimal rehearsal and
Like he literally landed in the Bay Area 2 days before, put in, boom, and you go.
And
I would never have known that. Like I would not have known at all, and just a superstar.
Very proud,
and
love.
We're very proud. Berkeley Playhouse is very
clearly
proud,
very proud,
very proud, as they should be. I mean, and he's up next for Goddess too.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to see him and Amber in Goddess. So
Yay.
yeah.
Okay, Jen. So favorite song of the show.
So this one, again, we're there on the night of that Stephen Sondheim passed, and what a maestro. So No One Is Alone, part 1 and part 2 hit me different that night. And so that's for those reasons, I would select that. And you?
For me, it was No More, because Reggie, you know, getting to hear him sing that song, was beautiful. And he did it just, I mean, beautifully, but it was Reggie and it, you know what I mean? And it was gorgeous. And then him and the narrator or the mysterious man too. It was beautiful. It brought tears to my eyes and I was just so proud. I felt like a proud little auntie in the audience. It was just like,
yay. Yeah. So good.
So what a treat really to get to see Reggie again. Okay, Jen, repeat attend or not?
Yeah. Any and every time that I could see Into the Woods, I will see it.
Yeah,
So,
agreed.
what about you?
Agreed. I think this might mark like my 7th or 8th time seeing the show, and I'm up for it. It will not be my last.
Nope, not at all.
Yep. So as we mentioned,
yeah.
Maestro Stephen Sondheim passed away on the day that we saw the show. And at the end of the show, Reggie made a wonderful speech honoring our maestro and for leaving us with such an amazing legacy. And we just have to say how honored that we felt to be there, to be able to celebrate Stephen Sondheim and his legacy just by being in the theater and watching his work.
And there's something, a lot of people that go to theater may not know who he is, but to know that when they mentioned his name at the end, the entire theater applauded. And so, I guess maybe it's not lost on everybody who he is, but that just made me so happy to hear that. So if you are around, please, if you're in the Bay Area, it is playing through December 23rd at Berkeley Playhouse. Get thee to the theater.
Yeah, grab some friends.
Grab your friends, your kids,
get
your
to the
grandma,
theater
and go check it out.
It's a very well done production of Into the Woods. Hats off to Berkeley Playhouse, and we can't wait to see the next one.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Thank you for joining us.
We'll see you on the other side.
Curtain.
Oh, that was a fun video.
What'd you think?
I loved it.
I had a great time. What did you guys think?
Yeah, did you guys love it? Did you love it? Huh? Well, if you did, guess what you should do?
You should definitely like it.
And you should subscribe and hit that bell notification so that you know every time that your broads drop content.
Yay!
We'll see you on the other side. Bye!
Bye!
Your fairy god broads, hey!